name is Maggie, and this channel is about working through your obstacles, your hindrances, and your hurts so that you can live your highest good, be your best self, and have, do, and be anything that you desire. The question I'd like to ask right now is, what is the biggest hole in your life and who left it? So, we do things a little crazy, a little different here. I am by trade your friend, but I'm also a certified life coach and an intuitive healer. So what I'd like to do is just start off with some oracle cards and just see what the energy is for whoever lands here. It's not by sign, it's not by anything else. It's just, I'm just going to believe God to bring the right people at the right time to hear the message. So, all right, here we go. All right, so I am using the Mystical Healing by Ina Siegel, just so we can get the overall energy today. Cut it here, 2, 3. All right. Ennoble your soul. Ooh. That is number 10. Let's see what that energy is all about. Ennoble your soul, ennoble your soul. Okay. It is time for you to embrace a higher level of responsibility for your actions. Oh, that's real good. Okay. At different moments in your life, you may feel lost and desire help from higher angelic beings. God, universe, you decide, okay? Yet, have you ever thought about the possibility that we are all on a journey of evolution, and how you behave, treat others, think and feel impacts whether these higher beings have the possibility to evolve or be thwarted? For instance, you do have a guardian angel. This angel respects your free will and can help you if you are open and receptive to this help. This angel's with you in every incarnation, holding the threads of your karma, and has to go through all your ups and downs with you. You are being asked to bring your attention towards ennobling your soul by focusing on creating more loving relationships with those around you, becoming more kind and selfless, communicating with your angel on a daily basis, and asking how you can be of service to others rather than how you can get more for yourself. It's time for you to receive higher wisdom and act in an honorable way to anyone who is around you, no matter how they are behaving. That's so good. So even as I was praying and meditating before this, I do feel that a lot of our actions that we take today have to do with things that have happened in the past. So there might be a plethora of hurts that we've been through, but specifically, I kind of liken it to childhood wounds and relationship wounds, whether it be a parent-child or, a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, work relationship. There's some type of relational, and then there's some type of wound that has happened in childhood. And often we as adults, we carry that forward. We carry that forward into current relationships, marriages, work relationships. It sort of affects how we think about ourselves. It could do a lot with how we view others, how we view God, the divine, and what we end up doing with our life. So if there was one question I would ask you now, as you're here, and thank you for being here, is the biggest hole in my life was left by, and you just have to fill into the blanks. The biggest hole in my life was left by, and you answer You can comment below if you like. You can write it on a piece of paper such as this, which I've done many, many times. And we're gonna, if you write it on a piece of paper, then we could do a little something with this afterwards. But think about it. What is that biggest hole that was left? And by whom? And if you want to take it a step further, has it affected? Has this hole affected how you respond to people? How you enter or exit relationships? How you deal with family members? And how you deal with yourself? Comment below if you'd like. If it's something that you just want to write down and keep it personal, do that too as well. Okay, so ennoble your soul. We are going to, let me pull another one. And this is from The Universe Has Your Back by Gabriel Bernstein. Grab a card here and see how perhaps it adds to ennoble your soul. Okay. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. You know, when we decide to go inward and work on the things that stumble us, I think stumble us first. I think it's okay to take care of ourselves first. And that may mean going inward and dealing with the past mindsets, the defeating mindsets, the old tape that keeps telling the lie, that keeps us stagnant and immobile and afraid to move forward, afraid to take risks. I feel like I'm talking about my life. Well, I am. I truly am. And it took my third marriage, and the most toxic of all and painful of all, to wake up and realize that it's okay to take care of me, and it's okay to put my needs first. And I went 1.5 years of going inward and dealing with all the stuff that I held suppressed for a great portion of my life. And I had to clean house, and I had to get really real with me. Why I had certain fears, why I had certain doubts, why on, one side of the spectrum, I was very optimistic. I was very self-assured, confident, people would say. And then on the other spectrum, I was just a mess. I was a mess from the inside out. So I think there's something to be said about going inwards and really being honest. Being honest with the hurt, being honest with the wounds, being honest with our needs. It's like when people say, hey, how you doing? And you're like, oh, great. And sometimes you're just not feeling great. And I think it's okay to say, I'm not feeling so well. I'm not feeling all that great. And it took me a little bit of a moment to honor that I can have feelings that weren't so optimistic and happy. Some days I felt depressed, and some days I felt sad. And to just sit in that feeling for just a moment, just sit in that feeling and honor that's how I felt. And then on the flip side, realize it's not a great thing to stay there for so long, but to start making moves to alleviate that and to move from that into a better space. It's like working on yourself and really being honest with yourself. So That's my encouragement to you, is to always seek ways to, oops, sorry, just hit the camera there. Always seek ways to find your highest self, to be your best self. And a lot of times it's going inwards and cleaning house and being very authentic that, I'm dealing with this. It's fear, or it's insecurities, or it's wounds, physical wounds, emotional wounds, mental wounds, and really reach out for, the healing that you need. For me, it was just doing a lot of journaling, a lot of writing, a lot of crying, a lot of forgiving, and from others, forgiveness from others, but also giving them forgiveness. Things that I've done to hurt or to maim. And for the most part, I think people are generally, we don't seek to do that, but we do hurt. And we hurt. And hurt people hurt. Hurt people hurt others. So this ennoble card is, really go inward and look at the little crumbly mess that affects how we look at others, how we treat others, and really, full picture, how we treat ourselves. Okay? All right, let's go here and pick this. All right, this is, my past is part of the richness and fullness of life. Without my past mistakes and all I would, oh my gosh, I can't even read. Without my past mistakes and all, I would not be here today. I love myself for my willingness to learn and to grow. This is Louise Hay's, How to Love Yourself. That is fantastic. Okay, and then the final one we're gonna do, just a soul truth card. This sometimes is a little kind of like the jab. We need that sometimes. So, all right. Whoops. What do we got, soul truth? Give it to me. All right. How can I be more flexible right now? What are you trying to control? Maybe it's time to let go. Let love move through you today and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. Remind yourself all day long that you're safe, that life is happening for you, and that you are not alone. Then go do some yoga, or run, or work out, or breathe, or journal. So, my cat just walked out. Very good. All right, so if you want, the biggest hole in my life was left by, boom, comment below. For me, I think one of the biggest holes, and I think I had many, but one of the biggest holes that I dealt with all of my life, it took me a long time to get through this, was being told by my mother that I was ugly. I carried that for a very, very long time. I mean, if your mama doesn't think you're cute, then there's no hope, but there's plenty of hope. And I've since had to deal with that, and she has since, in her lovely old age, has asked for forgiveness. So it's something that it healed me right up, and it really did put a nice end to it. But that's what I would put in that line. And you may have to do this a couple times. You may have several holes that you might want to write down, and by whom. And if you want to comment below, comment below. Let's discuss it. Let's talk about it. But if you don't, it's fine. Write it on your paper. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to write left by my mother. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is just, what you can do is just rip it up And then if you want, set it aflame. Enough. Done with it. You won't have to entertain that ever again, or you may have to do it again. Do it as many times as you need to. This is all about you. Let me pour a little water on this before my here we go. Before my fire alarm goes off. I live in an apartment building, so 16 floors. There you go. But you may have to do it several times just to get the stuff out. But I recommend getting the stuff out. Most of the videos, a great portion of the videos that I'm going to post is hopefully stuff that will help you with mindsets and triggers that help us to think about where we've been, think about what we're doing, and cleaning house and being able to move forward, because the life that is designed for you is for you. And I remember someone in a previous religious circle said that if I don't hurry up and get it together, that God was going to take it and give it to somebody else. That is not true. I don't believe that. I believe your gift is your gift, and what's for you is for you. There is abundance, plenty of things to do on this planet. So there's no shortage of workers or things that need to be done. So give yourself some time, some latitude, a little bit of elastic, and ease into what you need to take care of in your life. You may just have to meditate and journal. I mean, you know what it is. The things that constantly keep coming up. And it could be from whatever past, whatever hurt, childhood or relationships. You decide. But I encourage you to really go inward and do the work. Do the work. I tell you, a year and a half of just closing myself off and just putting my head down and really taking inventory of what's going on in me has changed my life. Just absolutely has changed my life. I'm so excited about the things on deck. I'm so excited what God has shown me. And it's things that he spoke to me years ago upon years ago. Nothing has been taken away from me. I take full responsibility for every step that I've made. Everything that has happened in my life has not been because, there's some angry force at work here that's just trying to give you the scraps of the world. It's not how it works. There is abundance, and you were designed beautifully. You were created beautifully for a time such as this. There's enough crap going on in the world. There's enough evil and sinister and just dark stuff going on in the world. But that's not you. Or if it is you, you can always evolve. Okay? But I'm just imploring to you, I'm encouraging you to take a moment and really take inventory with what's going on with you and where do you want to go. Write it down and think about that, how much you are loved. You are a working miracle. The past is the past, but it brings really the richness and the flavor to your life now. It's we are the sum of our experience, are we not? And how can you be more flexible right now? How can you be more flexible that will be advantageous to you and to others? So also think about that hole in your heart, in your life, and how it has affected you thus far. And think about who left it. And it may mean you may have to just forgive. And it's not a bad thing. So this is the first of the first video. There's another video coming right after this based on forgiveness, which actually I say is my first video, but I stopped and I didn't post that because I just wanted to back up and do this video. But hopefully weekly, I'll come out with videos concerning all things that will help us, and I say help us, you and me, you and I, that will help us to move forward in a great way, because there's a great big world out here and humanity needs you. So there's businesses that you have to create and relationships that you have to heal and a work that needs to be done that is designed for you to do. So let's do it. If you love this material, please share it on all your devices, like and subscribe, and hit me back here next week. Comment below or some things that you would like to see, some videos that you feel that you need, and let's move together, okay? So thank you. You could have been anywhere today, but you were here. So hopefully these videos are going to be evergreen. If you landed here, I'm not going to date stamp it in that way. So if it's now, tomorrow, 6 months from now, 2 years from now, and you land here, it's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. So thank you so much. I'm wishing you a wonderful weekend, a great week. Love, peace, stay good to yourself. And we'll see you at the next video. Bye.